Hi, my friends. How are you today? Aaron here, bringing your daily horoscope for September 22nd, 2020. It is the first day of autumn. The sun's descent into the southern hemisphere, into the sign of Libra, shining our light on the balance, right? Estrella, moving from Estrella, the yes, the no, the decision-making, the critical thinking of Virgo. Moving into the balancing skills of Libra. Now we must balance out our decisions, balance out our lives, balance our minds. Mercury will be in the sign of Libra for the next couple of days as well. We've got some cool little aspects going on, so let me show you the chart here. All right, so there you go, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. The sun moves into the sign of Libra, so those last few hours of the morning of that very focused, get up and get it done kind of energy, which is really lovely. Okay, and now this is less about ourselves as we have this septile going on over here to Black Moon, Lilith, and Mars, which are conjunct today. Okay, we have this ability to tame our kind of wild side, to tame our I am, hear me roar kind of energy, and just focus a little bit more on the others, the other energy, right? And we have this opposition going on here as well. Okay, and it's strong here with Eris and how we're receiving information. Okay, wanting to bring that balance into our lives, very, very important right now. We're balancing everything, putting down the weapons, putting down the armor, and opening up for a hug. Okay, so we also have a septile between Venus and Pluto. Okay, this is about transformation, transforming our personal authority, transforming ourselves as a vision of our authority. All right, and we have the Saturn square happening over here to Mercury. It's going to happen later today into tomorrow, okay? And Mercury's last day before it enters its shadow period. And we'll talk about that a little bit more tomorrow, getting ready for a Mercury retrograde on top of the Mars retrograde. All right, but right now we've got to use the energy that we have here. This really lovely energy. Venus creating not only the septile here to Pluto, but also creating two quincunxes to our planets. Quincunxes, 5/12 aspect over here to Neptune, and a 5/12 aspect over here to Jupiter. Okay, now Jupiter and Neptune are both our planets of expansion. Expansion within the laws of reality, Jupiter in Capricorn. Expansion beyond the laws of physical reality, that's Neptune home in Pisces. Okay, and Venus is me. This is what I love, this is what I value, this is what I desire, and myself, and being proud of myself and proud of who I am and where I've come from and the journey ahead of me, and proud of my relationships and the new approach I'm taking to life and how I want to handle some of these relationships or handle the communication differently. With less, piercing arrows of words and trying to, again, balance, create this balance. So we have the courage, the courage to do what we have to do not only courage to do what we have to do and stand up for ourselves and believe in ourselves. We don't really see these two planets of expansion going on right here. Okay, so in a weird way, this is kind of a freedom. So this is like, let me explain this for a second. And we also have Mercury perfect trine over here to the North Node. Okay, we're going to talk about both of those in a moment. So this is like the energy of, if you're a single person and you're going to the beach, okay, and you want to there's an attractive looking mate or something over there that you're like, okay, and you're posturing, you're setting yourself up, or you're, being open to this, like looking to being perceived, to being viewed, this kind of energy with the planets of expansion not being there. It's just like we're able to completely be ourselves. Not having to worry about that kind of posturing. And this is just, of course, a metaphor and an example, something to use any way that it fits and applies to your life. But we don't have that thing that we see that we need to make this adjustment for, that we need to impress, make a good impression upon. We're not trying to do this for our expansion. We're just doing this because it's something that we love to do. We're just playing volleyball on the beach, or we're just playing, some frisbee, or just laughing, hanging out with friends. And just by doing that, by being our natural selves, okay, that leads to the expansion without the need for trying to look a certain way or trying to fit in a certain way. Okay. And the moon over here in Sagittarius, Okay, starting to create this trine here to Venus. Okay, this is about the other people. Okay, so the sun here is about other people. Sun in Libra, about balancing our relationships with other people. The moon here, they're saying there is knowledge from others. You know, by just doing that, by just being ourselves, by just doing ourselves, by doing what we love to do, being ourselves, having this, you know, transformative, we don't need to do it to impress anyone. We don't need to do it for outside reasons. We're just doing it because we love doing and being ourselves. And by being around those other people, okay, there is expansion in knowledge and emotional wisdom that comes along with it, as well as communicating, you know, releasing some of potentially those fears that have held us back in the past from having some of those conversations, and having these conversations again, this free to be oneself. You know, and as the week moves on, you know, Venus here is going to start to sextile and create these really beautiful aspects to the North Node, just like Mercury is right now. This trine, this easy flow of communication and insight, and balanced into our minds, balanced into our words, okay, balanced to our insight, and knowing and trusting ourselves to going on our own path, to going in our own way, okay, that courage, that strength, transforming our lives, transforming who we are and how people see us. All right, so awesome way to start out this autumn, my friends. Summer is over. That's all right. Open arms, embracing the changes that are coming our way into the rest of our year. Have a beautiful day as always. Thank you so much. We'll see you tomorrow.